So I'm filming this on my vlogging camera just because I want to do it real quick and get it out. But this guy named Kevin Samuels, he's a relationship coach. He's extremely disrespectful. I don't like the way he speaks to black women. You see, this is why I made my video about black women deserving the best. It hurts me to even see this woman literally sit there and say that her requirements, all she requires out of a man is that he makes a six-figure salary. You know what a six-figure salary is? $100,000. $100,000 is not hard to make once you reach a certain age. She's in her 30s, right? Or something like that. So I feel like $100,000 is feasible. If she was like 21, trying to find a 21-year-old making $100,000, then I would be like, wow, that would be kind of hard. But there are way more people in their 30s making six figures than 20s, obviously. But I would show you guys the video, but to me, it's very disturbing. To me, it's not. I'll link it down below. I'll find it online and link it down below, but basically she came on and said she wanted a six-figure man. She has her own business that's doing well for itself. And what's hurtful, this is why you have to know your worth and consider yourself beautiful, because what is hurtful is the fact that he asked her, what would you rate yourself between a 1 and a 10? And she said to him, a 5. A 5 without makeup. And she said a 6 when she, like, you know, spruces up and does herself up or whatever. And it's just like, wow, woman to consider herself a 5, that is very disheartening. And she was literally saying, look at me. She kept on she was telling him, look at me, as if she was trying to find validation in him, in this relationship coach. Like, you cannot seek for validation outside of yourself. You cannot seek for self-worth outside of yourself. You yourself have to believe that you are worthy of the best. And he was telling her that, you know, she's a woman, she's an older woman with kids. No man of that caliber is going to want her. I disagree. I disagree. I believe that a man in his 30s or so would want a woman like that. I don't even think she's ugly. He called her average looking. Let me tell you something about being average. There's nothing wrong with being average, because honestly, a lot of these average quote unquote people are normal looking people, because what is considered beautiful nowadays is a lot of times it's fake. It's fake. And I'm not talking about makeup fake. I'm talking about fake as in people got their lips done, their cheeks done, fillers, Botox, all of that done, eye lift, all of that. Like, and people will consider that, okay, now you're a 10. No, that is not even how that person really looks. When a woman is out here fully natural, as in she hasn't gotten any plastic surgery done, what's crazy is that women like that are considered average looking. And what we cannot and should not do is start making the standard of beauty unreal. We cannot make the standard of beauty something that is unattainable naturally. We cannot make that the standard of beauty. The standard of beauty needs to be something that is real, something that people are born with. Not, oh, she got work done, now she's beautiful. Because that's literally what a lot of people consider beautiful nowadays, and that's disturbing. So I actually think that every human being should consider themselves the standard of beauty. That's what I believe. I believe you should consider yourself the standard of beauty. I believe that I should consider myself the standard whenever I think of beauty, and you know, and so on and so on. And the way he spoke to her was so disgusting. You see it when you check the link in the bio, like, and not link down below. The way he spoke to her was so disgusting, like degrading. Literally telling her, you're not going to be able to attain this type of man, like literally putting her down. Now, my question is, I don't know why she just sat there and took that behavior from him. She clearly thinks worse of herself, or low or down about herself, because what she should have done is got up and left. Well, it's a Zoom call or something like that. What she should have done is hung up. What she should have done is stopped the call and minded her business, because clearly he doesn't see value in you. So peace. And that's the problem with a lot of people. I feel like, and I find that a lot of people will literally try to prove to people that they are valuable, but they're trying to prove to people who don't consider them valuable. So you spend your all this time trying to prove your worth to someone, and it's just, you shouldn't have to prove yourself to nobody. You shouldn't. If someone doesn't believe that you're worthy, drop them like a bad habit. No proving, nope, drop them like a bad habit. That's it. That's it. They don't deserve to be in your life. They don't deserve to be in your presence. They don't deserve to hear from you, see you, nothing. Drop them like a bad habit, because that is unacceptable. The way he spoke to her was disgusting, like very downgrading, very low, very, he's trying to make her hate herself. That's what it felt like. That's what it looked like, and I didn't like it at all. I think there are ways that you can tell someone that maybe you don't think that they're a 10. I think there are different ways you can tell someone that besides the way he spoke to her. So Kevin, I'm not impressed by Kevin Samuels. I think he's a disgusting human being by the way that he treats black women. I don't like the way he treated that woman. And you know what's so crazy? Okay, one last thing. What's crazy is that a lot of black women get called ugly for skin color, for features, and all these different things that white people will literally call you ugly for, but then turn around and try to mimic through getting work done or through getting a tan. So black people already face enough in this society. We did not need a black man to add on to that. We don't need any black man to add on to the most that black women already face in society. So that's the more frustrating part about it. Honestly, that's really the frustrating part about it. You can tell the girl has a low self-esteem, and he added insult to injury. And that, I know, when somebody already feels low about themselves, you don't put them down. Even if you don't think they're a 10, you don't have to, I'm not saying lie to them about them being a 10, but you don't have to speak to them in that way about you thinking they're an average looking woman. And shout out to all the average looking women, because shout out to you having real bodies, real faces. Shout out to you not folding to society, and shout out to you for believing that you're worthy of the best despite what anyone says to you, because you are worthy of the best. That is all. Check my other videos somewhere. All right, my earrings are befitting style. You guys already know that. I'll catch you later. Bye.